Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Let me play that one more time. Hey everyone. Happy Sunday. Y'all, my picture's a little pixelated because I got on yellow. I know. I look cute in yellow and I wanted to wear it. But guys, that is the video of my little girl praising God this morning in church. It was a very good Holy Spirit time in church, and that was a video of my little girl Jayla praising God. It feels so good. I just want to say this. It feels good when you know that your child is getting a personal relationship with God and she's praising God. It feels good to see your child praise God. And I wanted to share that with you guys. My News and Views members, they already done seen it. But if you want to be privy to that, to some of the things behind the scenes that I do, then all you have to do is press that join button. But anyway, guys, I came on here, guys, because as you guys know, Wednesday, a 15-year-old girl, her name is Micaiah. Her name is Micaiah Bryant. She was shot and killed by a police officer. A lot of people are upset and feel like the police officer used too much obsessive force when it came to Micaiah and her death, and because of the fact. But I just want to let you guys know that, saying the officer was put in a very, 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 very. Hey, Southern Belle. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Oh, okay. And excuse me, guys, that was my little girl, but she was put in a very awkward position. She was put in a the officer was put in a very, very awkward position. A lot of people feel like he should have used some different kind of force when it came to Micaiah, and but her having that knife made her a threat. And her foster mother has spoken out. And guys, like I said, in the last video when me, Christine, and King Chris World, we all came out and talked. I was telling you guys that I feel like the foster mother, hello, Edward Smart, thank you for coming. I felt like the foster mother was at fault because of the fact that, I feel like she was at fault because of the fact that, to be honest, she allowed grown people to stay in her house while she was fostering children. And I'm going to read the response, guys, of her foster mother. It says here that the squabble, right, but it's not, but Edward Smart, I'm just going to be real. That wasn't no young girl. That was a young woman that was trying to fight a young girl. And then it's like everyone in the situation failed her because her dad was standing right there. Why you didn't take the knife from her and say, it's not that deep, baby. Calm down, calm down. Why they didn't confront those grown ass women that was, excuse me, I know it's Sunday, Jesus. The grown women that were confronting her and talking to her. And this is the story that the foster mother came up with. I'm finna tell you guys, because ain't no way you're going to be fighting someone over a messy home. This is what you're gonna say. It says here, Micaiah Brown is squatted with two other teens about a messy house and an unmade bed before she was fatally shot by police. Her foster mother said in an interview. Now hold on. Now she said two young teens, but she made a contradictory statement, because then she goes on to say that two of her former mean past, right? Former foster children came to her Columbus, Ohio home on Tuesday for her birthday party, when Micaiah began bickering with them basically about housekeeping. And she said it was over keeping the house clean. The older one told them to clean up the house because mom doesn't like the house dirty. She said that and that's how it all started. She said then the foster mom said that the girls always argued all the time, and she never thought it would escalate like that. And she said that she got a call from one of her former foster children, who is seen in the video wearing pink. So if Micaiah is coming at her with a knife, that should let you know that this girl in the pink is a grown person, and she was trying to fight a young child. She said, this is what she said. She says, "Mom, get home. Where are you? They're going crazy." And she said they shot Micaiah. And I said, huh? It was just crazy. She said then she started to pray and soon got text messages from people about, "I'm sorry for your life. I'm sorry for your loss." She said when she arrived home, a police officer told her that Micaiah had died. And she was like, she was fun. She liked to dance and stuff like that. She said she never in her worst nightmare would have thought it would ever come to this. And what it was, she told one of those former foster girls, they was like, Mom don't like the house like this. She said, and this exactly came from her, but they didn't put it in the article, but I have read it, that she said, "Well, you are not the guardian of me." And that's how it really escalated, because these grown women got mad because the fact that girl said, "You are not the guardian of me." And then that's how it escalated, because the house wasn't decent or whatever for a birthday party. And so the former foster kids, they came and said, "Well, mama don't like the house like this, so you're going to have to clean it up," or whatever. And then Micaiah said, "Well, you are not the guardian of me." And she's right. They are not the guardian of her. Okay, so Edward said she was just in close proximity to the young girl. She could have killed her. And that's correct. Yes, she could have killed her. And that's straight up. Yes, she could have killed her. But that's a grown woman. That ain't no kid. That's a grown woman. Some grown women. Yeah, the grown women in the area, Edward, should have stopped that fight. Y'all seen them fighting. Unless it should have never gotten that far. And then I would have been like, why y'all grown? I would have confronted the grown person. Why are y'all grown women going after a child? This is still a child, even if she's teenager now, and acting like she want to be grown. I know how some people feel. If you want to be grown, I'm going to treat you like you're grown. It's still a child at the end of the day. Hey, Christine. Hey, Chris. Child, it's still some holes in this story. I don't feel like the foster mother is actually telling the whole, to be honest, I don't feel like the foster mother is telling the whole truth. It's something about Micaiah's probably attitude, and they didn't like her attitude. And then because she said, Hey, Chef. Um, they probably didn't like her attitude, and they probably was like, "You are not the boss of me. You ain't my foster parent and stuff like that." And they was like, "Well, this is my mama home," and blah 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 blah. So it was just a lot of going back and forth. So then the grown person in the pink probably was picking, and got that girl out of character because you want to put this girl in her place, and now this girl life on you. This girl life is on you. It ain't on no one else. It is on you. And for anyone to sit up there and say that, well, if you put she should never had that knife. Who allowed her to get that knife? I was reading the comment section that the dad gave. I hope the dad did not give that girl that knife. I hope the dad did not give that girl that knife to stab someone. He's supposed to be a better example of that. Because they said in the video, you can see the dad hand the girl something. So really, you teaching your daughter violence, and then if this is true, you're gonna teach your daughter violence, and then after the fact that your daughter gets shot and killed, you're gonna say she's a child, but you put her in a grown folks situation. Well, to be honest, Letitia, it was like if you look at the video, and I'm not taking for the speaking or taking them for the officer, but to be honest, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like when you are in rage mode, a taser is not gonna stop you from doing this. It's not. And I'm not, he was put in a situation where he had to save a life. And that's, I know that some people may feel like it's bull BS, but that's my only logic to that. That's my only logic. Like, that's my only logic. They do need to be trained more on how to de-escalate situations. And I hope that, this be a teachable moment. Yeah, basically. Yeah, tasers don't always work. And so, in order for a taser to really work, you have to be in a close proximity to the person. See, like when he pulled up, you heard him say, hey, what's going on? And then, next thing you know, she knocked over this other girl. Then she went to the former foster daughter. We already know the one in pink is the former foster daughter. She's the grown up. And that's the question I have. What makes your grown tail want to fight a child? Just because she said you are not the boss of me or you're not the guardian of me. You're not. You're not. You are not the guardian of that girl. And you wanted to fight that girl because she got smart with you. Just keep it real. Yeah. She could have shot her in the shoulder or something, let it sting. But, honey, like, I just hate she lost her life, and the people that's supposed to love her and surround themselves with her, they failed her, especially her father, because her father could have prevented this situation. He could have held her back, and he could have confronted. It wouldn't have been me. Me too, but I'm just gonna say it wouldn't have been me sitting there watching my daughter fighting grown people. It would have been me confronting grown people and my daughter in the house. And I'm confronting like, why y'all want to fight my daughter? Y'all are grown. This is a child. Y'all supposed to be setting an example. Honey, I really want to know what's the person name in the pink. Because this story still has some holes in it. I want to know, and I'm going to find out. Give me a minute. I will find out. And, her mother, and let me just say this. I had watched, and I may let you guys listen to it. I don't want to because when I listen to this girl, and I can pull it up on Facebook. and I might go ahead and do it. When I listened to this young lady that was standing at Micaiah Bryant's foster mother's home, and she was giving us, she was telling them about how the foster system fails children and how foster children lives matter, and how she basically was telling, kind of like telling her story. She was saying basically her story was similar to Micaiah's story. And I don't know if it's very sentimental, because at the end, I promise you, I cried, because the simple fact that I have never been in foster care. My mom took care of me. My mom didn't give me up. But it's just the thought of your life, a young person's life, being taken away so suddenly, all because of grown people not wanting to, how can I put this, not wanting to want to fight a child, because they cowards, because they can't fight other grown people, so they rather pick on children. And now look, and then she talking about this was the, little did y'all know, this was the foster mother's birthday. They were planning the foster mothers a birthday celebration, and this happened. So I just want to say this to the foster mother: every time your birthday come up, you will think of how this girl lost her life in your care on your birthday. And it's a sad situation, but it's true. It's a sad situation, but it is true, guys. And no young person deserves to die. Who was a big bully? You got the feeling that the foster mother was? I don't feel like Micaiah was. I feel like Micaiah was probably picked on, and Micaiah got to the point where she was tired. When people let me tell y'all something about people, when people steady picking at you by little things, picking at you, you eventually blow up. You will eventually blow up. She got to her tired point. And, because when you listen to the sister, and if y'all, let me just let y'all, if you guys haven't heard the sister, she was saying that basically they was picking at that girl for like 2 days, 2-3 days. They were picking on her. They were calling her name. Was she just your auntie? I didn't know that. Like, it's so much, it's still coming out. And that's the sad part about it. Why are you picking on an autistic child? Why are you picking on a child with special needs? Any kind of child with special needs. They just want to be understood. They just want to be understood. That's the crazy part about it. No child, no autistic child deserves to be treated. I mean, no child that's in the foster system should be in any kind of danger. Let me just keep it real. When you take a child in to a foster home, or you are a foster parent or foster parents, you shouldn't. Why are you allowing your other foster children? Hey Angie, how are you? Hey Justin Fonte. Hey everyone that walked in. Happy Sunday. You shouldn't allow your former foster children to have any kind of interaction with your now foster children. You should be focusing on your foster children. See, these people get in there to get a check. Let me just keep it real. This is what this girl was saying on this video. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play it, so y'all can understand what a person that has been through the foster care system is like. She was saying that when you are in the foster care, you get the foster parents, they get paid real good money, for real, and they stay in real nice neighborhoods and stuff like that. But the foster parents themselves, they don't care about the child. They just care about the money. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up, guys, so y'all can hear it. Um, so y'all can understand this. Since I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm not gonna because my internet is kind of messed up. Let me see if I can play it. Let's see. Um, okay, so okay, just allow me a moment.
Thank you.
Okay, this is from this lady. Her name. Okay. Um, did any of you guys watch DMX's funeral? Uh, let me see here. She went live. Okay, y'all. So let me find this, y'all. I hope everybody had a good day. Today is while I'm sitting here looking for this. Today is my mother's birthday, guys. My mom's birthday is today. I do want to say that, if my mom is on YouTube, guys, and if you guys want to subscribe to her channel, her name is BJ's Good News. So, guys, go check her out. Check my mama out. Sweet lady, woman of God. So, if you guys want to check my mama out, check my mama out. Uh, yeah, my mama, she she turned 60. She turned 62. She's not retiring though. Okay, y'all. So hold on, y'all. Listen to it.
Like, period. And then motherfuckers gonna start fighting that house like, oh, they wasn't even wrong. Bitch, why you ain't gonna you know, Jamie was we're talking that shit.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get it up. Thank y'all for telling my mom happy birthday. Y'all go to check her out. BJ's Good News. That is my mommy. That's my mama. My mom is let's see. I think this is it right here. Hold on just a minute, guys. Let me make sure. Okay, guys. So do you Edward Smart? She be in these YouTube streets, honey. My mom be in these YouTube streets. I think she's like a couple away from 300. So, well, let's say this: if you're watching the playback, um, let me see, what's this say there? Hold on, I missed some comments. I'm sorry, y'all. That they do. People foster for the money, not the well-being of the children. That's true. I heard someone much per child. No, it's more than that, Angie. They get free food stamps. They get all kinds of stuff for fostering children, and they get a good tax cut for fostering children. No lie.
That child removed
Listen to this
legally.
song.
Not trying to intimidate a child. This is
Listen, I just want y'all to listen to this because this girl.
somebody who aged out of foster care in the next neighborhood.
This is a girl just knowing something. Just listen.
When I went through the same thing she went through. So I definitely feel for her. And I definitely feel like I'm walking in her footsteps. Day by day until she gets justice for the shit that the officer feel like he had to do. But ultimately, that costed my cause all the drama. Yes. She stabbed people who were straightening her, who made her feel uncomfortable, who was throwing her out of her name for the past 8 years, right? It was the foster people, foster kids. And that foster lady, they all lived in the house? No. They was her ex-foster children. She'd been doing it for a long time, correct? And then when she felt like she got these new kids that didn't want to listen to her or do what she asked when she asked, then she felt like she could call her ex-foster kids over to intimidate the current foster kids that was in her establishment. That's not what you're supposed to do. If you feel like any child is making you feel uncomfortable to do your job or you feel unsafe, you need to call and have that child removed legally. Not trying to intimidate a child. This is not scared straight. This is not that, you know? And
So basically, right, Letitia. But basically what this girl is saying is she got her former foster children to come and intimidate these kids because they was probably a little hard-headed. And she got them to come and try to intimidate the kids to do what she say. And listen.
that's where that foster parent messed up by calling herself being the I'm gonna teach her a lesson. I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm gonna show her who's the boss. She needs to be held accountable. And that's the point that I want everybody to understand, and I want everybody to realize that's the point that we all are here to make.
Is this the house we live in?
This is the house she was in foster care in, where she was supposed to be safely taken care of, where she was supposed to be in good hands. You feel me? Where she was supposed to be taken care of the right way, right? Right? Because that's the only way you become a foster parent, right? Right? Yeah. But the foster parent was the one who was calling other people here to intimidate her. I'm not going to say that lady called them grown-ass women here to touch her physically, but maybe to intimidate her is a possibility. That's a strong possibility, you know? Because I'd have been there and I'd have done that. Yeah. And I then had foster parents tell me, I can't wait till I get another foster kid in here to whoop your ass. She didn't have foster kids to turn against me. Yeah. But she would try to say things that would mess with my self-esteem, or to mess with my confidence, or to mess with my ability of thinking that I was safe to live here. And that happens every day in the foster care system, not only in Ohio, but in every state that America has. It happens every day. Right. And my feelings were so hurt because I can relate to how Ma'Khia Bryant felt when she came out of the house storming towards some girls with a knife. Right. I can only feel for her because I can only feel as if I was in them shoes because I had been in them shoes. Right. Nobody who has never been in foster care will really understand that. You will never understand sitting at a table on Thanksgiving, a nice house. Look at this neighborhood. Right. Look at this neighborhood. Right. I never lived in a house like this until I was in foster care, you know?
Wow.
You know, I'm going to be honest.
So y'all heard that right. She said that she never lived in a nice house like that until she was in foster care. So when you living in foster care, you can live the good life, honey. You getting $1,200 a month. Say for instance, you get 2 children. That's $2,400 a month. You ain't gotta work. You can pay your bills. You ain't got to worry about food. You ain't got to spend none of the money on food, and you get free health insurance and stuff like that for the children. You good. So why not foster? Keep fostering. You can do 3, 4 children, and guess what? Child.
I'm gonna be honest. My grandmother and my mother was low income, Section 8, welfare type of neighborhoods. I never even lived in this type of environment until I was in foster care. So when I did get to foster care, and I'm speaking like I'm Micaiah Bryant. She was with her siblings. We're in one home. I want to make this work. I want things to be okay. I want to, but this lady didn't feel where I'm coming from. She not feeling me, and she feeling disrespected by how I'm going about things, and that's where the trouble came. How else did it come about? Maybe Micaiah didn't wash the dishes on time. Maybe the lady came home in her living room where her kids wasn't clean like she wanted it, and she let her anger out on her foster kids. And then she called her ex-foster daughter to come get her foster kids in check.
That's crazy.
Because she still want her check. And at the end of the day, it's all about that money for that foster parent. Because if she was scared or if she felt like she was really in danger, why are you calling the ex-foster kid
to come over
check
here
or intimidate a child?
Exactly. Won't you call if you having problems? Usually, if there is a problematic child in a foster home, let me keep it real. A foster parent would never take a child that is a runaway or have behavior issues. I know that fact because they don't want to deal with all that trauma, and they have the right to refuse these children and send them back to DHS. That's fact. Keep listening.
If you are that unsecure or if you are that unsafe or you're that intimidated, call to get this child removed. It's not that hard.
Right.
It's really not.
Yeah.
But that check won't stop. You're not going to continue to get that money for this child who has mental problems or for this child who has behavior problems. You're not going to get as much money as you would for a regular kid. And I'm telling you because I was that mental kid. I was that kid that had to take 5 pills a day, and I was labeled as mental and ODD and this, that, and the other. And I had so many disorders, and I couldn't sit in the classroom and cooperate. That's how they looked at me. That was never the case. But that's how they want to look at you.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's how they want to label her as crazy and not all the way there. To justify him killing her. It's not going to justify nothing. That cop doing what he did ain't going to justify how he killed her. And that mother feeling how she felt to call them grown-ass women over here to intimidate or scare straight that girl ain't going to fix the situation, and it ain't going to bring her back. Micaiah Bryant is gone, and I really wish everybody that joined my life earlier and everybody
that old lady that was out here
should have been here. Not her.
Not that one.
No.
But where's the mom at now?
In there. She never came out.
She in there.
Never when the baby. Huh?
Never came out.
Never.
Never.
They said this girl, they said the foster mother was at home at the time of the shooting, but she said she was gone. But she said she was at home at the time of the shooting, and then she never came out. So what's the truth?
Keep the camera.
Yep.
Most definitely not watching.
Oh, but she had some family that came up here and walked up to the door, but she ain't let them in, though.
Oh, my God. It's too much going on right in front of her house, but this is where it happened. Right.
She knows they gonna get her.
She needs to be.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to be
held
And I'm
accountable.
going to be here tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I think they're going to remove all the
They need to. That's child neglect. That's child neglect. That's child neglect. How are you calling somebody over here to intimidate another child? That's grown. You're
Wow.
putting that child in danger.
Wow.
And then she felt like she ought to protect herself
Right.
Justice is absurd. And I'm going to be out here, whether I'm with myself, 10 TV News, or nobody. The point needs to get across. Every foster parent ain't a good foster parent. And the reason why Ma'Khia Bryant died was because of that foster parent. It wasn't because of the cops. It wasn't because of the police. It was because of her. It was because of this foster parent.
Now, I want to ask this question, guys. How many of you guys believe that the foster parent and those grown people, former grown foster kids, should be held accountable for this child's death? Now, I understand that the police officer pulled the trigger in killing her, but it's people that got to be held accountable for this. And don't say that I'm just gonna be real and y'all can want to unsubscribe, just unsubscribe. This ain't Black Lives Matter. I'm just gonna say this is not a Black Lives Matter issue. This is the failed system issue, foster care system issue that needs to be addressed, putting kids at risk, teens and stuff like that in a system that is not meant for them. They're just there. They're just a check to some of these people. And that's sad that some of these kids get in foster care, they ain't nothing but a check. They ain't there to save their life or make their life better. They just there to get a check for them. They just a check. How would you feel if you was just a check?
Like she made that child feel. Period, point blank. Period. The cops did do
You
it.
thought I wasn't? You thought I wasn't about to
Cops
call?
did do it. And that's where we messed up at.
Yeah.
It's all a Black Lives Matter and stuff. This is beyond even Black Lives Matter. This is with the child care and children's services system. What about that system failing us? Every day. Every day. Children's services fails kids every day. They're sending them kids to rapists, child molesters,
Abusers.
child.
She is not lying. Think about all the cases that I have went over. All these young kids, Orson, Victoria Rose Smith, those cases that we have looked at. I guess, child, she just declining and declining. But all these cases that these kids that were in foster homes that are being abused, especially Victoria Rose Smith. And I'm gonna give y'all a little update now before I let y'all finish this. Jerry Robinson has been bonded out. He has bonded out and he is currently staying in his home and he may be able to speak to his biological children. And I think Jerry's going to take a plea and he probably won't get life in prison. I think his thing with Jerry is that he shouldn't allowed it to continue to go on. Now, Ariel was the one that had beat her with bruises and abrasions and caused she done went too far. All over because the girl didn't finish her food. It's been time my kids didn't finish the food. I told them, go ahead, I ain't even gonna fuss. But yeah, Ariel was the one that basically he tried to help her cover it up, basically, in so many ways. We'll see how that case go. But let's finish this out.
Killers, people who don't give a fuck about kids at the end of the day, like all types of shit. That it's weird and it's not, and it's just sad. That girl died at the hands of her foster mom because that foster mom called her ex-foster kids here to fight her, or to get her a check, or to intimidate her. Either way, you were wrong, lady. And if we're gonna charge somebody with murder, it needs to be her. She's the murderer. She's the murderer. Not the kids, not that police officer. She's the murderer. She's the murderer. Period. The foster mother is the murderer. She's the murderer. She's the one that needs to be charged. And the foster and the ex-foster kids. And my opinion will always be that. Because I literally walked Makaya's shoes. And I will always feel for her. Foster kids' lives.
Just hold on, baby. Hold on.
Foster kids' lives.
Woo.
It's okay. It's okay. Man. It's okay.
All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna cut that off because this only gonna make me
It's okay.
sad. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. I just, I understand that, with this world on today, that it needs to be more training with the police and police. But in situations like this, the police did not fail this girl. Who failed Micaiah was the people that watched that fight, the people that her foster mother and the grown ass individual that was trying to fight this young girl. The foster mother should never allow them people to be around them if they were going to treat those kids like that. It's talking down on them and stuff like that. You get tired. People get tired. Like they say, a dog gets tired. And that girl was tired. She wouldn't be, like I said, you can't say that all this happened just one time and she just became in such a rage. No. Y'all was picking on that girl. If y'all listening and watching, y'all was picking on that girl and she got tired. She was trying to fight. She was trying to fight for her and her sisters because y'all was picking on them too. And it's sad for grown people to act like that. I understand you want to keep a child in a child place, but still, you ain't got to talk down on them. Kids probably been through enough. You ain't got to talk down on no child. A child that you probably don't know too much about or their story. But you want to talk down on someone. Hello, Tracy Thomas. Hey, Heaven Sent. Look, I didn't even know. Thank y'all for coming. I'm sorry. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. The only way that they can be held accountable is if they were aiding in a bed. And like I told somebody the other day, I don't care what they get. They need to get some type of charge. I don't care. As long as they get charged. And, to be honest, and in my personal opinion, she was failed by the system. And the mother needs to, she don't need to sue the police department. She needs to be suing the DHS office. That's what she needs to be, who she needs to charge, because they should have never put her in that position. They should have that foster mother. The foster parent had to be approved by the DHS office. So since she got to be approved by the DHS office, child, sue them. I'm doing good, Tracy Thomas. Thank you. Sue them, honey, because those are the people that failed Micaiah. And I know a lot of people like, well, the mother, she was so worried about her child. Why she failed her too? Because why she didn't have her child? We don't know those circumstances. They ain't talking those circumstances on why she didn't have her children. We don't know the circumstances, but still, that's her mother. And I tell anybody, it ain't a book on mothering. And sometimes you could be in those unforeseen circumstances that they end up being taken. And you just be working on trying to get them back. And then stuff like this happens. Then it makes you look like a bad mother because you didn't have your child. Your child wouldn't be in this situation if you would have had your self together. But everybody got a different struggle and everybody got a different story. You feel what I'm saying? But I do want to tell you guys, to keep Micaiah Bryant's mother in your prayers. I'm not going to say foster mother because I don't feel like she cared. She didn't have much to say about Micaiah. So that let me know she didn't care too much either. Okay. She didn't have too much to say. So they let me know, and they should let the world know where Micaiah and her really stood. And that's just truth. tomorrow, guys, I'm about to get out of here because I'm about to go to bed Sunday night. Y'all know I gotta go to work in tomorrow. Okay, guys, on Monday and Thursday, I'm gonna let you guys know I would not be live. Jamel is getting ready to play baseball, and his baseball seasons is May and June. So on Tuesdays and Thursday, I probably will not be going live. But he has baseball practice tomorrow at 7 and Thursday at 7. Then next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, he'll start playing baseball. So I hate all that running around that I have to do because I have to get him ready for football, help on homework and stuff like that. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will not be live unless it's a spontaneous live. But usually his games are from 6 to 7 or 7 to 8. And I want to make sure, if I'm going to bring y'all something, I want to not be so tired because then he going to drain me. As well, guys, Friday, maybe Friday. If I don't, maybe Friday or next Saturday, we're going to finish out the case that I was doing. The case I did 2 Fridays ago about. Child, I forgot about the case, but I'm gonna give it to y'all just a minute. About the Money Moss case and her stepmother starved her to death. Well, we're going to get the father's account. It's probably going to, if nothing happens, Friday night. Look forward to that Friday night or Saturday night. Child, I'm gonna just tell y'all guys, I already listened to the father's testimony. Y'all gonna see the thumbnail. Is he an idiot? Is he slow? Is he an idiot? Or was he just henpecked? Or was he just stupid to allow someone and then to do that to your own damn dog? We're going to listen to his side of the story. But he deserved to be where he at. Jail. Life for being stupid. Well, anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. But thank you guys so much for coming, guys. I'm about to get out of here, but look forward to that live. Well, if you have not heard the details, if you guys are new here is the link to listening to the prosecutor do his opening testimony on the case and my commentary on it. There is the link. And if y'all guys didn't watch last night live, it was definitely lit. It was definitely lit. And before I give you leave, guys, y'all know I always give you guys an opportunity to come on here. If you something that you want to say, please be respectful. If you want to give your opinion about what I talked about on today, there is the link. If not, guys, if all your minds are clear, then we can get out of here. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Jamel doesn't have a baseball practice. So Tuesday, I will be live around 9 o'clock. Y'all will get those short videos where it's something that's going on. I want to make sure you guys get, if it ain't no telling what's gonna happen this week, your child. Did y'all watch the DMX funeral? Lord, that was a long funeral. I didn't watch it, but we went out to eat. Look, when I came, it was on. When I came back, it was on, and it still was on for another whole hour. It was like a 5-hour funeral. No, I understand DMX and who he is, but Jesus. Whew. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Y'all have a good night. If you want to be a part of the News and Views group, all you have to do is hit that join button and right beside subscribe. Or you can click if you are Apple users, click the link in the description box below. And as well, guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you are new here, press that subscribe button and turn that notification bell to all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday night. See y'all Tuesday.